My story starts in the fall of 2008. I remember the day that we all found out. It was sort of, we went hiking, and when we came home, everything just seemed a little bit different. You could feel the difference in the air, and that day was the day my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. She was given 3 months to live. Fortunately enough for us, she fought it for 4 years. You can imagine the normal life of a kid, right? And you have the very typical morning for someone. I had a normal life up until this point. My morning started the same way everyone else's did. My mom woke me up, got me ready for school, and then I went off to my day. But within a week, it all became my responsibility. I had to wake my brother up, make breakfast for my mom, 2 Pop-Tarts, and a chocolate milkshake every morning. I was 8. It was just a challenging thing to get used to. She was still there, She was still my mom, and it was very challenging for me because as she progressed, she started losing more and more of her normality. It became challenging. There were times where she used to walk up and down the hallway all night, and usually coming to my room to have random conversations just because she wanted to. I was fine with that. I loved that. And those are the memories I have to cherish, really the only ones. I was so young that it's hard to remember. My fondest memories with my mom in the last 4 years she was alive was sitting on her bed and counting out her 56 medications for the day. And now that I think back on it, it's weird. It's really odd. It became a challenge for us both, mentally, physically, and financially, which I think is what all of this is about. Cancer treatments can cost upwards of $20,000 a week. No matter how financially stable you are, you can't support that for very long. I thought, what better way to honor her than with a fund specifically set up to give people back their lives. Whether it be pencils and paper for their kids to go to school, or money for them to pay their bills so they don't have to struggle off disability. It does, whether we like it or not, give them their life back. The fund was designed, like I said, to give people their lives back. So, when you're living in a household where a family member, a parent, a child, anyone has not only lung cancer but cancer in general, there's nothing that those members of that family crave more than normality. And whether they're not able to financially or their health doesn't allow for them to do so, I want to make it as possible for these people to lead as much of a normal life as they can. I remember, towards the end of when my mom was being sick, I was in 6th grade, December of my 6th grade, and the only really goal that I wanted was for her to be able to come to my 6th grade graduation. And at 12 years old, come to the realization that she probably only had a few months left. It was rough, and she didn't end up being there, but I knew she was proud and she was there. And even the fact that I'm here at Blair is magical in the same sense that I get to do something like this. I get to give these people the one thing that I craved for so many years. It's just been a magical experience so far, and I can't wait to actually see the results of what we're doing.